Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Tea Time Tuesday. Alright, so welcome back to another Tea Time Tuesday card. And we are inking up some really cool stamps from Character Construction. I love this company, it's so awesome. She has the coolest and strangest stamps. So they are, as far as I know, all clear. And they do take a bit of work, but they are wonderful. They have that lovely, like, sweet smell. They're very sticky and all that good stuff. So I do think they will last a good while. But we do have to get a very good impression here. So I'm missing a few little bits and bobs, mainly right there. Alright, so this kind of reminds me of I don't know, what do you call it? Like I guess kind of an Alice in Wonderland feel or something, like coming to the secret garden. It's just a very interesting garden, like not your typical tea garden party here. Alright, so I'm going to stamp Celebrate the Earth. And there's tons and tons of sets. There's lots of tea sets. There's lots of, actually I'm going to use several of theirs coming up, hopefully, in the next few weeks. So I went ahead and embossed this really pretty green card. And picked out this really pretty paper. We're going to kind of give that time to dry, because if you watched my last video, we talked about how the ink I was using is not exactly Copic marker friendly, but if you let it dry, it does pretty good. It doesn't smear too bad, but you do kind of need to give it a little drying time, which I don't always do. So, I have no fingernail on the thumb, and yeah, it's a problem. Okay. Just gonna try to center that. I think we did. Oops, well, could have come a little that way, but it's okay. Alright, so now, so before I start coloring, oh, and by the way, we're using these really cool little teapot. I already used the teacup last week, so I thought I'd use the teapot this week. This is just the other set from Hero Arts that is the teapot, so I think that's really cool. And there's a lot you can do with this little teapot. I do wish it kind of cut out the handle, but that's okay. Alright, so we are going to distress the edges a little bit with this Victorian Velvet, sorry. I'm just going to start off the paper, hopefully not to get those harsh lines, although I get I get a little anxious and then I end up getting them, so I'm going to try to take my time and not do that too much. I did think about doing a little bit of a blue up here, like for kind of like the sky, and I might try that on another card, I don't know, but I kind of want to, I don't know, I kind of wanted this pink look because it went better with the paper. So, and then I may do a little bit of brown as well, but we'll see on that. So I don't want to color the whole thing and take away from it. I just want to add a bit around the edges because it looks a little stark, like stark white, just boom in your face. So see, now's the time I'm starting to get like, okay, let's get this done, and then there's a mark. So take your time and start off the page and go on if you don't want those little marks to deal with. It does take a while, but that's okay. Alright, so looks like we might be going back to work. School, you know, guys, know I work in a school. The president said that our state, I'm in West Virginia, is going to be one that, see, I like that. I like that. What do y'all think? It just gives it just a hint of color around there. Just a hint. But you know what? Let me squish that off and try just a hint of brown too, because we've got this brown background. So we could do a little vintage photo too, I think. That could maybe on the handle a bit. What do y'all think? I don't want it to look like whatever, but maybe just a few spots. That's actually going to be covered up anyway. I don't even really know why I'm doing the bottom, and I just got a big old spot that looks like poop on there. That's great. Oh well. I don't know if I can blend that out or not. Not really. I don't know. Maybe we'll add a little more pink. Maybe we'll leave it. I'm not sure. Let me put just a hint more pink on there before we decide. But anyway, so the president has chosen us as one of the states to reopen and go back and whatever. I don't understand that, but we don't have super high numbers. I think we're at like 800 and something, about 19 deaths maybe, something like that. So to me that's a lot, but I mean compared to New York City or something, that's not a lot. So I get that, but anyway, the governor is a big Trumpster. He is a huge fan of Trump, so he's gonna, I feel like, do whatever he basically says to do. All right, so I cut a strip already of grass. Okay, I feel like it's kind of throwing us to the wolves, to be honest. And so I trimmed that one. I'm just going to glue that one down, and then I'm going to trim around this one. Find some tape. Kind of throwing us to the wolves. Anyway, in phase 1, though, they recommend that all schools that are closed stay closed. Hello, people. But I think he wants to get us back. It could be as early as May the 4th on that Monday. It could be the last couple weeks, because that's kind of what he's talked about all along. If we could just get in the last couple weeks. I kind of see the point with the kids having closure, but when their life is on the line, not so much. So I don't know. I could even understand if he sent us back, but not the kids. I mean, like, why would you take a chance with a child's life? That makes no sense to me. But anyway, who am I, right? So we'll just see how it goes, I guess. I do hope that they will give us testing and test everybody that comes into the building. I seriously doubt it, but I do hope that they will do that. And let's see how it goes. And a mask would be nice, some gloves would be nice, some Clorox wipes would be nice, but I'm probably dreaming, so yeah. But I don't see how you can really reopen a place like that without something, I don't know, something a bit more. But I think they'll do it, so either way, we just need to be ready. But, okay, so that is really cute. Don't know what else I want to do here. Our governor, he actually is the only person I know that has started off as a Democrat and then switched parties. That was very strange. How do you just, in the middle of, I don't know, how do you just switch parties and you become a Republican? Like, how is that even legal? I don't know, but he did it, so that's been strange anyway. But hopefully they will kind of fight for us at least to have some safety things. I mean, honestly, even if we go in the fall, I want those things. You know, I want them to provide masks and gloves, and because I think we're going to have a huge outbreak, and it scares me to no end, to be honest. So, whatever. I don't know. There's nothing we can do about it, I guess, right? They, unfortunately, are the powers that control. But I feel like we could just have a better plan, you know, with some testing and contact tracing and things like that, but I don't know. Alright, So I'm going to put one tiny little piece right there. But I feel like at least in the summer, maybe they could test some more of these medicines and come up with something to just, I'm not saying cure it, you know. I know that's like 18 months out if we're lucky, as far as like a vaccine. But just something that would help you not die would be preferable. Is that too much to ask? Give it the time, people. Give it the time. But anyway. One good thing, I guess, that has come from, or I think that's the only thing that's a lot of tape. That's a lot of tape. That has come from this, or one good thing, I suppose, is, that looks a little crooked. I almost think I need, but now I've glued it down, that's going to be harder. I almost need one more piece of little grass right there. Let me see if I can trim this out without really seeing it. And if it would cover up any of that. Maybe a layer over here, possibly. What do y'all think? I think if I trim this end, that could work. I don't know. How are we going to get masks if even our poor healthcare people on the front lines don't have any? It's ridiculous. I think that should be like, it's crazy. Okay. Okay, maybe less is more. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to puff this up. I'm going to puff tape this and see if that could also add a bit of dimension. I think this is really adorable. But anyway, so what I was talking about with the good thing that has come out of this, if there could be a good thing, is the stamp sets. Leave it to me to think of the stamp sets, right? I mean, I really, really like that. Now, after it's puffed up, I don't know if you can see that difference right there. Anyway, that helped it a lot. Okay, so now we are going to, I've got these. One is Crystal Drops and Gloss White. One is Crystal Drops and Clear Morning Dew. And this is just a Nuvo Crystal Glaze. So I'm thinking, let's just put a little drop down. I like that. But, let me wipe that up before. I feel like it could be dewdrops on the flowers. I don't know. But we're going to color them. I don't know why I didn't do that before I did the grass. That makes no sense. But we're going to color them. Okay. Anyway, so stamp sets. So we've got Honeybee that came out with some something about a hug and whatever. You can pre-order them right now. Right now. And I don't know when they'll actually be in. I haven't read on the site to see if they have like a projected date or anything. I know they just had a new release as well, which normally I'm like head over heels for, but this time I wasn't. So I'm kind of happy about that, to be honest, because yeah, just don't need to be buying anything right now. So Tailored Expressions has some awesome sets. I guess not necessarily for this. We're just going to put like a little dab of tea in their cup right there. There we go. They're going to have blue cups. I think everybody's going to have a blue cup. I don't know. Well, there was a blue flower that I was going to bring out, but you can't. That's weird because you can't see that now. So that looks like I made a big mistake, but it's okay. Maybe we could place some little blue things up there or something, and it could be okay. It is so hard to stay in that line. The markers are like a thick tip. There's not a fine tip to it. anyway, Tailored Expressions has one. I think it's like Big Grumpy Cat or something, or Big Grumpy something else. They're sold out right now, or I would honestly get those because I love those. And they actually came out before the coronavirus. So, oh my God. I did not mean to color the plates. Well, now we have blue plates. Oh, well. Yeah. If I can think of something to do with those, we will. If not, we just have blue plates. Little gone crazy with the blue. What can I? There's no other really good color I could go over that with. We'll give her some blonde hair since those two don't really seem to have any hair. I have to add some pink, but we're going to go ahead and do the leaves in green and think about where all we're going to add the pink. So anyway, I'm sorry y'all, I'm going to have to turn this upside down to kind of go right there. Out of the lines, but I think that'll kind of cover it up. You won't be able to tell too much. So I'm going to squeeze in between the grass there. Oh well. Okay, so I can add pink pretty much nowhere except her collar. I can add it. There's a little tiny bit of white that goes down through here. I could add some pink to that. And I can go, since I already accidentally did, I can go outside of the lines a little bit, picking up a little bit of color. Anyway, so the Big Grumpy Cat from Tailored Expressions says something like, it's too people-y outside. And I'm like, oh, yeah, totally. Ugh, not looking good here, people. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so now I have to do it on this side, though. Anyway. Alright, so the beautiful ladies flower garden. We are growing some beautiful ladies there. We could call it a goddess flower garden. Alright, I don't know what I can do about the blue plates, but I can try to take a brown and go over them a little with a little accent here or there. I don't think it's going to matter because the blue is going to take over. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to leave it before I make it look worse. But anyway, and then there's another one about what's it called? Like introverts unite, alone in the house, alone by yourself, whatever. I don't know. It was funny. You'll have to go to the site and read them, but they are pretty cute. And then I know what's it called? The Ink Road. They did some. For a brief moment, they're weird to order from, though. They take forever, and you always have to pre-order. Nothing's ever hardly in stock, and I've ordered from them a couple times. That's probably going to be it for me, although I do think they have some cool stuff, and if I find it, somewhere else that sells it for them, I might do it, but I don't know. But anyway, where else? Let's see. Unity did a couple things that were pretty cool. Unity Stamp Company, but they were digital stamps, and I just don't particularly care for digital, so I didn't order those online. I like a real actual stamp for my hand, and hopefully when all this is over, maybe they will turn those into actual stamps. I don't know, but I think I'm going to go around this bottom. I'm just going to throw all over this and glitter that up a little bit. Hit those blades of grass. I think it could add some interest. It's not a bad idea. Not horrible. Not horrible at all. Okay, so I said Honeybee, Tailored Expressions, the Ink Road, a little bit of Unity. I guess guess that's about all. If you guys know of any, let me know. I did see a cool, I don't know what brand it was, but it was, if you look under the new items in Simon Says Stamp, you'll see like a commode and a stamp set or whatever. That was pretty funny, but they sold out real quick, and they're not even shipping yet, so I guess they just sold out instantly with whatever. But I would have liked to have gotten that, so I did put my email in to get notified if they get that back in. So, okay, so I think this is almost done. I don't know if you can see the glitter on the grass there, but so now, did I say this one? I don't know. I do have these, the little sequin. Yeah, I think I like the sequins. Let's go with that. One thing I really want, well, and it's not anything related to the coronavirus, but it was a new release from Heartfelt Creations, and I think it's called French Garden or something like that, and it is really, really nice. It has like some garden gates, and I'm a sucker for anything with like doors or gates or some kind of entrance to another world. I don't know. But I love a nice gate or doorway. So let me pull a few of these up here. I'm just wanting the pink ones, I believe, right now. Why do they always turn over on the other side? Stop. They're sticking to me, but not on the right side. But anyway, let me know if you guys have seen that, and I can't remember if that's the exact right name or not, but it's the latest release. And then actually they're supposed to have one come out here in a day or so that it might already be out. Like some new little frames and things, and those are pretty. But this was, look for the doors and things, and look at all their samples. That will get you. That will definitely get you. But I'm thinking really, really hard. Really, really hard about that. So we'll see. Ugh, stop. Okay, so one more, and we will call it good. Right, everybody's got one. Okay, I think, does this one have more? Yeah, this side seems a little bare. Stick one there, and one there. Just when you thought I was leaving. Okay. Well, thanks for having some tea time with me today, guys. So that is our card, and I hope you enjoyed it. I like the weird thing more than whatever. I'd like to grow little people in my tea garden. So, all right, my flower garden, I mean. Okay, guys, talk to you later. Bye.